Morning everybody, Troy from the Do-It-Yourself world and the Off-Grid Project. I just noticed how beautifully white that chicken is. They are so clean and pretty right now. They're just glowing white. My white hens. They've never been so clean and pretty. I don't know, I guess there's the balance of roosters to hens is different now maybe. But she's just glowing out here. Look at that. That's some happy chickens now. Anyway, it was raining all day, and John just arrived. It's about a little bit before 11. John just arrived to start the work today. We started the morning later because it was just pouring rain all morning, and it looks like we're gonna have a little bit of a break in the weather. So, oh, there's John coming along. Morning, John.
Good morning.
You ready for a new day at the Off-Grid Homestead?
Yeah, I took the rain away.
You came with coffee, well prepared.
Beautiful day, actually.
There's a nice sight, isn't it? The framing. So, John, if you'd hold the camera for me, or yeah, the camera for me, please, because I'm going to check this tank. It feels heavy. We got some rain last night. I'm going to go up here. Oh, that's full of water. This is full. So somehow this actually sealed. So I'm going to step back a bit. Look at that. How is that sealed?
It's overfull.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's overfilled.
Oh, wow. Look at that. We had some water last night, so that tank is full. Rainwater collection system is a success. I've got at least a good 40 gallons of pure fresh water right here. Pure. Now I'm going to take and siphon this off into here because this is the one hooked up to the house still. So I'm going to do that and have that running. And good timing because I can see bottom here. So after we get the shed put together, one of my goals is to hook up some more tanks. I think we should move the tote today, John.
Yeah.
But the problem is...
How much is in it?
275 gallons.
Oh boy.
We're going to have to distribute that water. Alright, well, let's get to it, huh?
Got it.
Well, John's on the roof, and I'm getting the generator going and getting the air compressor. I'll get that running while John's up there, and then I'm going to go... He's doing these up here, and then I'm going to go back and put up the fascia board on the back. And these pieces are going to support the roof, which we'll be putting on here pretty soon. And then what John is doing up front, we're going to do all the way in the middle, 2 rows of boards to keep the roof from sagging. And that should be enough, because this is just a shed. Show you what we got going on here so far. It's not pretty because it's all old wood, but we got the bit of a fascia board on. I had a nail jam on me, so I had to fix the nailer, and we got this up, and so we got the size, the length of the roof with a bit of an overhang for the rain gutter, and I'll paint that green later on, or put flashing. I'll probably put flashing on and paint it green, both, later on. And we're gonna have some serious rainwater collection in this place. I gotta figure a way to tie in. I didn't consider it when I was making this, but I'm gonna have to tie in here. I think I'll come down with a downspout and then tee from this downspout into that one. and then into the first flush diverter and then into my water tanks. John and I, if we have time today, are going to move the 275 gallon tank, but that means emptying it into other containers, so that's a big job. I've got a little hose here between these two. I'm bleeding off some water into here. That's almost filled. I used a small tube because that's all I had that was food grade. And then tonight I'll be able to take all this junk off the batteries and pretty this place up. It looks ugly, and I do not like it looking like this. So tonight I'll be able to clean up this place and organize my battery bank. It'll be so much nicer to maintain them too like that. So, well, John's waiting on me. So gonna get the nailer going. You want to try the nailer? It's scary, isn't it?
You seem you're pretty good at it.
I jammed a nail, look above you, right here. Jammed up. All right, well guys, we'll get working on this. Hey Molly, this one's for you. Ha ha ha. Alright everybody, we're about to put the last piece of bracing in top, and then, just as I start to talk, and then we've got to prop the middle of that wall up. I don't know if you can see the slope, so I've got to prop that up and level that wall. We've got the middle, I don't know if you see oops, my finger, this is leveled, so we've got that fixed, and it's a pretty straight shot there. We propped that up and fixed it. So I've got to get some more support into the walls before I go up on the roof. And of course, again, for everybody to know, yes, I'm putting bricks underneath the walls. The wood was temporary. Why don't I have bricks under the walls now? Why is it temporary? Because I don't have bricks. I have to get them. And I'm done. My budget is spent for the month. The wood will be fine for a month. Well, for 2 more weeks. The wood will be okay for 2 more weeks. And then I'll get some bricks and we'll put them up underneath there and support the walls nice and neatly for long term. And then I want to get flashing under there as well. And I'm trying to figure out how to do it, but that'll extend the life of those walls. All right, John is back. We're going to put the last piece in. Well, we got it. John, you had some words about the lumber I'm using here.
It's horrible.
What's wrong with my...
It's very inexpensive, but it's hard to work with.
It's terrible, isn't it?
That's as straight as you're going to get it.
It's bowed, warped, and twisted in every direction possible.
So we try to straighten it with the bridging.
That was a job. We had to push the boards. Some of them were an inch off just because of their natural bowing and warping. But we're ready to put the roof on. We're going to do it.
You said between every 16 on center it's 14 and a half, and you said we got to cut
14 and a half.
Scores. I said no, Troy. Why don't we cut them to fit? And you said
no,
because then we'll wind up with
a mess.
And now,
because when I put the ridges on those roof pieces, they've got to line up with the rafters. And if we had gone with the contours of the wood, we'd have never got that roof on. It'd be a nightmare. So now they're straight lines. Yeah, I'm looking down the lines, John.
It's much better.
And they're straight. I can eye it up. So, yeah, we'll be okay now. This outer one is bowed out, though, in a bad way. The last one, there's nothing we can do. Hopefully the sheathing will help, but that's bowed. Yeah, I can see it from here real bad. Well, actually, the roof, it's going to be a problem for the roof. So that's the outer piece. But that's working with this junk wood. Terrible. But it's free.
How many dollars in wood do you think is here right now?
That's
a couple hundred?
Few hundred.
Yeah, at least 3.
I saved at least $300, I think. Right there.
In reality, it only took another hour.
Hour? This was a week and a half.
No, I mean hour in processing it, taking out the nails.
No.
More than an hour?
Yeah, look at how many days I spent walking out in the forest and back and digging through the...
About that.
I spent literally days. Yesterday you came at lunchtime. I was out there in the forest digging out the 2x6s the whole time.
Oh, so you had them over here.
From 9:30 in the morning until 1:30, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I was pulling out wood out of the. No, it was 1 o'clock. You showed up, I think.
It's quite a ways back.
Yeah, it's in there. So, yeah, it was half a day just to get the 2x6s.
Because the camera doesn't really let you see the distance.
Nor the slopes or the rocks.
Slopes or the rocks. It's got a lot of those rocks.
But we're looking good. We can put that roof on now.
It's funny, that wood looks like a pile of junk. But when you take it apart and pick out the good stuff, it's...
When you cut it, it's clean wood inside. It's clean. It's just warped. Really badly. Well, all right, I think we might have lunch. We'll check the time, and then we'll get that roof on. Yeah, blackened hands, right? John and I were just up there measuring for square, and we both agree it looks pretty good up there, doesn't it?
Yep.
It's really, I mean, there's some bent up boards and they're filthy, but they're functional. It's going to do the job. Yeah, so we're going to put the sheeting up right now. I'm going to leave the camera recording, and we're going to put the sheets up and check it out for fit, and then we'll start screwing them on.
You're going to record this?
Of course I am.
What if we fall?
Well, then it'll be on camera.
Cool.
All right, let's do it.